Houston, Texas, flexing, rolling through the SWAT. Repping for the city, hear him in the parking lot. Houston written across the jersey, ain't gon' never stop. Just fans got me tuning in, waiting for the drop. Astros, Texas, Rockets, Dynamo, they coming with it. When they pull up, got the city sitting on a fitted. Straight up A-Leaf, hold it down, ain't gon' never quit it. Just fans got me tuning in, let my dogs get it. Southwest A-Leaf, Texas, throw down here and it's so infectious. We ride for the Houston Astros, Rockets, Dynamo, and them Texans.
What's good, everybody? It's your favorite host, Rios, and your other favorite host, Poppy. How's it going, brother?
What it do, my boy?
As it should be, just the two of us. We don't need that fat piece of shit.
I don't even know who you're talking about.
Yeah, we sent him to god-awful San Antonio as punishment.
Oh, man. I hope you're enjoying that Tex-Mex down there.
That mediocre Tex-Mex.
How's it going?
Yeah, dude, it's been the longest Monday. This time, I don't know about y'all, but this time change has really been fucking me up. Like, I woke up today and I woke up at like 10 o'clock. I'm like, man, why do I feel so tired? It's like 11. I'm like, shit.
Dude, I went to work Sunday morning not knowing that I lost a full hour of sleep. I was dragging my feet all day, and people were like, man, you look like shit today. And I'm like, I know, dude. Like, because I had gone to the game the day before. I'm like, I didn't really drink that much. I didn't really do much. I went to bed like at midnight, and they're like, oh, we lost an hour. I'm like, bro, I feel like I'm dying out here. We're at that age right now where like even an hour kills. Yeah,
Okay.
if he keeps fucking talking shit, we're gonna send him to Corpus next.
No, he's too good for Corpus.
Galveston it is then.
Not even. We're gonna send him to Lamarck, Texas City, A City.
Yeah,
Finest of Texas sounds.
Also, if you see me turning,
he's watching the WBC, USA versus Mexico.
Yeah, watching the USA-Mexico game. So right now it's
We were
2-0.
talking about it off air, and I have trouble rooting for the US just because there's so many guys on the team I don't like.
Yeah, fuck Aaron Judge.
And Bryce Harper.
Everybody who's not Alex Bregman, really.
And even him is still, really, really thin.
On thin ice.
Thinnest of ice.
But yeah, no, it's WBC, it's always a great time. Obviously, Venezuela till I die. But they were playing their games in Florida, so I figured I went to the USA Great Britain game. Fuck the Brits.
Right.
It's funny because there were so many people dressed as like the Redcoats.
I would have started the fight right then and there.
They were getting booed every single time.
As they should.
No,
y'all lost.
But it was fun though. It was fun. It was a fun game.
Yeah, I really wanted to go to one game. I just haven't had the time or the money. But
this Mexico USA game is expensive as hell.
Yeah, like the tickets, like what, quadrupled overnight? Like,
yeah, nosebleeds were like $200. Like, and we're talking like you're touching the ceiling type of nosebleed.
You're sitting on top of the roof.
Mm-hmm. A friend of mine did manage to get a couple for 80 apiece, super last minute.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
That's not bad at all, but I'm pretty sure he's like, sitting with the birds on the fucking rails.
Right. They gave him binoculars. Is that a Mexican player? Is that an American player?
Hey, but it's always a good time, man. I'm so glad baseball is back in the city.
Yeah, we need it because the Rockets aren't doing too much for me right now.
Yeah, let's not even talk about that right now.
We'll save that to the end.
Yeah, we'll save that to the end. Let's talk some Texans, dude.
Free agency.
Just off-season moves in general. Like the whole league today has been all over the place.
So I tweeted this earlier. My favorite thing about when the tampering period begins is just seeing people just crash out on Twitter. I'm like, guys, it's usually the first days when you overpay for people. And I saw some holy overpays. Alex Pierce making more money than Nico Collins. In what universe does that make sense?
I saw a post that between Daniel Jones and Pierce, they're paying them about $67 million for both of them, while the Rams are paying Stafford and Puka about $45 million.
It's just crazy.
Ridiculous. Alex Pierce had a good season, a few standout games for sure, but being the highest paid free agent wide receiver in history is ridiculous.
Yeah, he's making AJ Brown and Amon-Ra St. Brown money. Those are top 7 receivers in the NFL. Alex Pierce is not. He's barely he was the 3rd option last year. They traded Pittman to the Steelers, which is a good pickup for them, but you're really banking on Alex Pierce to be your wide receiver 1 with who knows who's going to be at the quarterback. It's going to be real messy in Indy, which, hey, I'm here for it.
I just love this time of year. The free agency, the quarterback roulette is one of my favorite things.
Oh my God. Who saw Tua going to the Falcons? Not me.
What are the Falcons doing? Aren't they still paying Kirk some money as well?
Mm-hmm.
So why? If Michael Penix was okay.
Well, the problem is just his knees are made of, brisket.
Okay, so let's get the guy. So let's get the quarterback who hasn't been able to stay healthy in how long?
Yeah, you basically went from the guy with brisket or hamstrings, and then you got the guy whose brain is mac and cheese right at this point.
Dude, he's gonna pull up on a wheelchair. What are you talking about, man?
He's gonna show up wearing his Dolphins uniform.
And honestly, out of all the quarterbacks, and out of all the guys that were released, out of all the guys that are benched, out of all the guys that are just let go, Tua is the move you make?
Right? I mean, if I'm the Falcons and you're not 100% sold on Penix, I would have went after Kyler Murray, more proven quarterback. He just needs the right team.
What if they're going to put on Kyler Murray? Pickett went to Carolina as a backup.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd rather take a chance on Pickett than Tua.
Or even Malik Willis.
Even Malik Willis. He went to
you got pieces in place in ATL. You got Bijan, you got Drake London, you have Kyle Pitts, who sometimes shows flashes, but still
sometimes may be good, sometimes may be shit.
Yeah. No in between. Literally no in between. He's like Framber Valdez. He's either an ace or just absolute hot dog water. No in between.
Just a little score update. I have no idea what happened, but it's now 5-0 USA.
Gee.
Bottom of the 3rd. Anyway, carry on.
Yeah, I mean, and the Jets want a first rounder for what team is Justin Fields on? The Jets, right? Yeah, they want a first rounder for Justin Fields. I'm like, not even in Madden, bro.
No, it's a few ridiculous moves, but also some huge, and I would say huge moves. Ravens getting Max Crosby.
That was a big time. It's funny. I saw on Instagram Jamar Chase's live reaction. He was pissed. He's like, "How we let the boy in the division?"
Yeah, because if you're the Bengals, if you're anybody, what's up, brother? If you're anybody in the Bengals, you're looking at can we get some help on defense, please?
A part of me wants to feel bad for Joe Burrow, but he's dating Jessica Alba, so no, I feel no sympathy for him whatsoever. He's out there living all our dreams right now.
The Bengals in general too, they have so much money tied down to their wide receivers. It's like, what moves could they possibly make?
What is a defense?
What is a defense?
Trey Hendrickson. So they're going to be a fun team to watch on offense, and if you're going against them in fantasy, load them up, boys. Those guys are.
And if you're Burrow, you can barely stay healthy as it is. Now you got Max Crosby. He's gonna go for your head every single time, so that's gonna be fun now. Also, Mike Evans, 49ers.
Yeah, I didn't see that one coming. Honestly.
I did not see that. It got reported, and I think 30 minutes after it was official.
I mean, yeah, it was pretty quick. I honestly didn't see him going to the 49ers. I saw him probably going to maybe the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
A team that's much closer to contending than the 49ers because they're a mess right now on offense.
I didn't think he was going to move at all. I thought he was going to re-sign with Tampa.
No, I know I know his time was done. I know he was going to go somewhere else. I just didn't see the 49ers. I mean, he automatically is wide receiver 1, but with them outside of him, you got Jordan Jennings.
McCaffrey's probably their best receiver in general. Oh, we lost him. It's just me now. It's the solo show. All right, let's talk some real shit. All right, conspiracy theories. Who killed Kennedy? We all know who did. Oh, did I actually lose him though? That's crazy because he has all the access to all the comments and all that, I think. So I love that. Oh my God. I'm just gonna wait for a text. In the meantime, yeah, Mike Evans, 49ers. I mean, they need all the help they can get. Losing Kittle during the playoffs, a real hit. McCaffrey managed to stay healthy pretty much all year, which was the only reason why they even made the playoffs. And he's fully gone now. I should probably. I really don't want to get copyrighted for the game being on. But let's just. I don't have access to none of it. Oh my God. Okay, so what we're probably going to have to do is restart this whole thing. So we'll be back.
And we're back. Sorry about that. I had some technical difficulties. Let me get my other guy back in real quick. Yeah, that's a little embarrassing. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, going back to free agency, man, it's been a wild ride. My calls will be back in just a second. My computer had shut off. I forgot to plug it into the wall and it turned off. But yeah, anyway. So yeah, free agency's been a pretty wild ride. Like we were talking before, but the computer shut off. Crosby to the Ravens was wild. ETN to the Saints. I think had been reported a while back, but it's still pretty surprising. I'm kind of curious to see what they do with Alvin Kamara at this point. He's probably on his way out. And Kenneth Walker to the Chiefs. Oof, I mean, that's considering they're in the same conference as us. It's tough, but we'll see how that goes. And we're back.
Yeah, we're back.
Yeah, dude, I forgot to plug my thing into the wall. I was like, why did my computer turn off? Like, oh shit, I forgot to charge it.
Anyway, who killed Kennedy? Was it the CIA?
No response. I enjoy breathing.
I just started stalking conspiracy theories when you left. But then I noticed that the game was on the background. That I don't have the access to like change the camera or anything. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna shut it down. We'll be back. Anyway, technical difficulties, guys, but we got it.
No, so and then I had mentioned before you came on, Kenneth Walker to the Chiefs.
Kenneth Walker to the Chiefs, man. And that's one with huge implications because if it works out, the Chiefs are back.
Yeah. I haven't seen the reports. I don't know when they expect Mahomes back. Sometime this season, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. I mean, they got plenty of time. Kelsey's coming back, obviously, for another year. I think it's year 14.
Yeah, he signed the 1-year extension, so I think it's probably his last year.
His last year, 12 mil to the cap hit. And last year he was washed, but Mahomes did miss a lot of time. But the whole reason why they suck so much, besides maybe the O-line being a little suspect,
was the lack of a running game.
The lack of a running game. Pacheco, who I drafted in fucking fantasy, by the way, and got me a total of fucking 0 points, pretty much on the weekly fucking basis. I said Pacheco, which is out there doing fucking cardio the whole fucking time. So,
right,
you're getting a Super Bowl MVP.
The big thing with him is just injuries. Like he is I think this past year was like probably the healthiest years of his career, but he has been injury prone to start his career. He's been lucky to not get hurt lately, but knock on wood, hopefully he can stay healthy for them. I think that's probably the one concern, with a guy like Kenneth Walker.
We're gonna have to see how this works out for them, but it's definitely a team to look out for now that they, in theory, on paper, have a really promising running game.
Yeah, and more than likely Tyreek Hill's probably going to rejoin the group. So you're going to have Tyreek Hill, Rashee Rice. The only thing that can stop them is the police.
Yeah, which
with those two, it's a matter of time.
Oh man, you're stupid. But yeah, dude, it's definitely interesting. Also, probably the most active team in all of free agency so far, the Raiders.
Yeah, as they should, because come on, it's a foregone conclusion they're going to draft Mendoza.
But they literally just said, whoever is available, go get him.
Yeah, because they signed Lindenbaum, the top center free agent, who I wanted to come to Houston, but
not for $20 million a year, dude.
Yeah, he got tagged. Well, it's like one of the beat writers for Houston said, typically the teams that are going to overspend do it day one. The teams that are looking for real depth pieces are a little more active day 2, day 3 of the free agency period.
But they one of us should probably read it out loud. I'm proud of Casario. Cole Strange was a guard and former Patriot. He passed on him and let him go to the Chargers. Right. I mean, sure. Because the Chargers also have the same issue as a lot of teams out here with the O-line being atrocious. But I understand where you're coming from. I did want him to be a little bit aggressive with this O-line situation. Just because if we're just expecting to go into the draft and get all these kids and it doesn't pan out, like, what do you expect? The children playing against grown men.
Yeah. No, Scott is a good point. Something I mentioned earlier, the teams that are going to overspend do it day one. Like, this is the day you see guys get overpaid. Like, Lindenbaum, a little overpaid. Not as bad as Alex Pierce. That was just ridiculous.
Yeah. For a skill position that you can probably get, like, similar output on way cheaper, then yeah, it's probably the Raiders. Yeah, no, the Raiders are going all out, man. They got 2 linebackers, they got O-line. They're making all the moves, like you said. You
kind of have to
get Mendoza into the best situation possible. And then they have 2 first-rounders this year.
Yeah, honestly, I thought Mike Evans would have been a good candidate for them too, but he ended up choosing the 49ers, which we'll see how that pans out.
Yeah, since they're going to be aggressive in the O-line right now, they already have their guys picked out apparently.
Yeah,
for like the draft. I mean, sure, but anything can happen in the draft, dude. People can fall, people can trade up.
Jalen Naylor got 3 years, $35 million.
Yeah.
Like everyone keeps saying, the day one's when the guys are going to get overpaid, and man, that's another overpay.
Fuck the Ravens. You're absolutely correct.
Yeah. Ooh, man, that defense, they got Derrick Henry on one side and Max Crosby on the other. It's going to be whoever goes against them this season, it's going to be a long game.
They just have to really figure out offensively what Lamar can do, dude. They lost one of their tight ends. They lost their RB2. They haven't really made any huge moves offensively, just mainly on the defense, which helps. Max Crosby, I feel like he walks into that team and fixes or at least improves on a lot of issues that they had this last year. But Lamar still needs to figure it out. Last year was a down season, like by all metrics.
Yeah, I think they're going to have to figure out what their offensive identity is. Like, I get they want to be a running team, but it only gets you so far. like as exciting as Lamar is during the regular season, playoff time, it's just he's a different person in the playoffs. He's like,
and this season they have a new OC.
Yep, new OC, new head coach.
So it's gonna be a lot of changes. So
yeah, I'm curious to see what the new OC does. Like, what kind of offense do they run? Because he's been in basically the Greg Roman pistol system his entire career.
I mean, if I'm an OC of any capacity, and I'm walking into a team that has Derrick Henry, I know what kind of offense I'm running. I'm giving that motherfucker the ball till he can't run no more.
It's basically going to be the Oilers' offense from the ¡80s. Just give the ball to Earl.
Let him figure it out.
Like, so, play 1, halfback dive. Play 2, to the A gap. Play 3, to the B gap. First down.
First down or punt, whatever works.
No in between.
Yeah, no, definitely. The Chiefs need to improve in a lot of things, but the running game, Walker alone changes the whole dynamic of that offense. So I feel like it was a fantastic move by them. And you already know the Chiefs don't need much offensively to be a threat.
Yeah,
we've seen Mahomes taking a bunch of nobodies to Super Bowls and getting them paid, right?
But when the Chiefs were at their best is when they had a dominant defense, and outside of Chris Jones, they've lost a lot of pieces on defense. It's going to be rebuilding. They're going to be just like the Bengals, almost high scoring offense, but the defense probably gives up even more points.
Yeah, but I mean, it's chess, not checkers, right? So I'm sure they probably still got a few moves that they can do. But
because you got the Broncos, the Raiders on the come up, and the Chargers. I mean, it's still the Chargers, but still they're a threat.
They're still the Chargers, but if they can figure out that O-line issue, man, they can make some noise. I mean, Justin Herbert, I still think is a little bit overhyped, but also a little bit underrated. I feel like a lot of people dismiss him just because of, he can't win a playoff game. I'm like, yeah, your favorite quarterback probably wouldn't be able to win a playoff game when their O-line is rated last in the whole league. So,
it's a tough ask for anybody.
It's a tough ask. But let's talk some Texans, dude.
Yeah, they've made a couple moves. I think with them, it was more so about re-signing some of their guys to bring back Sheldon Rankins, which he was one of the better interior rushers for the Texans last season.
And it's something that we talked about even before the Super Bowl. We're talking about the Texans. What they need to do is bring back as many people as they can from this defense, because you don't want to move too many pieces there because they were so freaking good.
It's a stout front seven. The only person they've lost so far that was a major contributor was Tim Settle. He ended up going to the Commanders, which they gave him the bag. We realized we can't resign all the defensive tackles, but Rankins was the one I wanted to resign, and also Ed Ingram on the right guard.
And then you saw the Commanders. Speaking of, they re-signed Laramie Tunsil for 2 years. What is it, 16 mil? 15 mil?
That man is set for the next 10 generations.
Yeah, dude. Did Seattle get 25? No, Settle get 25 mil for 1 sack.
Yeah, like I said, day one's when you overpay for guys, and I can't remember what team he went to, but I mean, hey, I will never knock anyone for getting the bag. If someone's gonna pay you, of course you're gonna take it. So I don't knock the players at all for what we consider being overpaid, but at the end of the day, facts are facts.
No, I'll shit on a player if he goes to a shit team just to get paid. Like Myles Garrett he wanted to go to a contender and he just re-signed for the bag.
Yeah, he can't complain.
And then I see people like, oh, free Myles Garrett. Motherfucker, he was free. He had 1 foot on the door.
He had the key and he locked himself back in.
Yeah. So
he locked himself in and threw the key away.
Swallowed the key. Fuck it.
Now, but another signing the Texans made that I really like is Reed Blankenship. He's
we're talking
safety that plays like a linebacker.
We were talking about the secondary. We were talking about just the safeties in general, how they needed much help there. And like you said, he a great tackler. He can also cover zone. Even though last year he only got 1 interception, if I'm not mistaken, he definitely can help on that front as well. It's not just a tackler, right? Um, not just a run stopper. He can definitely work with zone, and having Stingley out there, Lassiter out there, Bullock out there, and Blankenship now adding to that group. I feel like the Texans really nailed this free agency so far.
Yeah, like I said, nothing flashy, but solid signings. Like
Addressing things that we said that they needed to address.
They brought back, Ingram. They brought back Rankins. They signed Blankenship, which he's a good match for because he's, a strong tackler, good in zone, and you have the ball hawk and Kalen Bullock. Like that's a good matchup in the backfield. I mean, in the
secondary.
In the secondary.
Yeah, I just don't know what the numbers are when they play him over the top, right?
What to do? Again, it was last minute that he got signed, so I haven't had a chance to deep dive into the numbers and all that. But we'll look into it.
No, but he's very good.
And it's only $8 million a year. Like it's a bargain. Like I said, that's thing, a bargain signings. That's no overpay so far. Like Rankin's not overpaid. Ingram didn't overpay. Blankenship got him for $8 million a year.
And then Dominic Robinson from the Bears. I feel like that was a solid move as well. Another guy that works for depth on this defense that was so elite last year. So, what they say? I'm gonna go ESPN on Dix. They made Bullock second string and gave Blankenship his spot on the depth chart.
Right.
Okay.
Well, there's a bunch of elite that work at ESPN. We could probably do their jobs blindfolded.
Shit, call me Stephen A, bro. I'll start beef with fucking anybody.
Right?
The Pelicans, fuck the Pelicans.
Oh, and Christian Harris going to the Falcons.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. The fat one put it in the group chat earlier before we started.
Oh, I did not see that.
I mean, he didn't have a spot on this team. He's probably going to get cut. So,
I guess. I mean, I guess the Falcons have nice facilities, so he can chill over there.
I mean, yeah, he has a better chance of, getting playing time there. I think here, again, I don't know if it was injuries, being in the doghouse. It was something where this man just fell completely off the face of the earth and came back. And there was times I didn't even know he was out there.
Yeah. Is there anything now? Well, day one is pretty much over. I mean, that could still be some stuff that we missed. But do you see the Texans making any more moves?
Yeah, they have to. I think you still got to address center and you still got to address left guard. And the two names that keep coming up is Wyatt Taylor from the Browns and Braden Smith from the Colts. Again, low risk, high reward signings. You can probably get them at a discount, which is I like scenario a lot for bargain bin hunting for the O-line, but in this case, those are two guys that it's very low risk. Like they can't be any worse than what you had last season.
True. That's definitely true. We know the O-line is a concern, obviously, center, guard.
Yeah, they're probably bringing back Townsend because he wants to come back, and they've expressed interest in bringing him. I'm pretty sure they'll bring him. He was really one of the better punters last year.
So, do you think if we're able to get something in free agency for positions like that, do you think the focus now on the draft is going to be like skill positions?
Yeah, I think if you address both the center and the interior guard position, you can go essentially best player available at that point, regardless of what their position is, which for the most part should be the plan in any draft. But sometimes when you have a glaring need, you got to take it. But if you can address the major holes, just get best player available or trade down and stockpile picks.
Because I know there's a lot of wide receivers in this class, and even though our wide receiver group is solid, I would say, I feel like it still needs a little bit of help depth-wise.
I wouldn't waste a high pick on receiver. If they want to,
What do you think they should be looking at? Because
Tight end.
before we resigned Schultz, I would have said tight end. But then they got Schultz for 1 year, 12 and a half mil a year.
Well, I mean, he comes off the books next year, so that shouldn't stop them from drafting a tight end because Kate Stover,
he just hasn't provided as much as we thought he would. But if you get a tight end, I mean, Schultz still getting the majority of the snaps.
Not necessarily, because he comes off the books next year. If they draft the guy in the first round and he outperforms Schultz, I mean, you go with the guy that's performing, especially because Schultz is on a 1 year deal. Because that was basically to create catch space.
What about another tackle? Do you think we even if we address the guard and center position, do you think we use the high draft pick for a tackle?
Yeah, because you have Ursary locked in at left tackle. Don't really have like a solidified starter at right tackle yet, so you can also go that route as well, unless they, do something crazy and sign Trent Williams and move Ursary right tackle. If they do that, you know what, Casario, I will never say another negative thing about you again.
I will, but I will think about it.
I will think really hard before I post it.
I will hesitate.
Yeah, because I mean that. Even at 38, he's still the best left tackle by a mile. Like, he is several levels above Laramie Tunsil, and Laramie Tunsil is pretty elite.
Yeah, even though he's not the fastest, he's so goddamn strong and smart.
Yeah, and he doesn't false start every goddamn play like Laramie Tunsil.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, man, I really need Venezuela to do good in this tournament.
Please move Joe Batonio left guard, move Teller to center. That's.
I mean, that definitely, like, during preseason, they're going to try a bunch of different things.
Because as we've seen with the Texans, they like to move guys around a lot on the line. I'm not a fan of that, but sometimes it has worked out somewhat. Titus Howard, playing guard, it worked out a little bit, but I'd rather them get guys that are playing at their natural position.
Yes. 1,000%.
Yeah, but I don't see Proctor falling down. Like, the only way that they get Proctor is if they trade up, which, again, it depends how the rest of free agency plays out. Like, if that's their guy, they have the ammunition to move up. They got multiple, day 2 and day 3 picks they can, unload to move up a little bit in the first round.
Do we have the assets to try to move up, like, drastically?
The Texans have 8 draft picks this year.
Yeah, but how many of them are like in the higher rounds?
Well, after trading for Montgomery, you still have a lot of draft picks. You have 2 second rounders, 2 fourth rounders.
Oh, that's pretty good. 2 4 rounders.
Yeah, I can't remember. They have multiple picks after day 1. I think I want to say they're between rounds 2 and 4. They have multiple picks. So they got the ammunition to move up. And you still got the picks for next year as well.
I'm excited for the draft.
It's going to be interesting because it's outside of Mendoza and Jeremiah Love, it's not a lot of like straight, guys are going to be like day 1 starters, but it's still a very deep draft class, especially in the trenches, the O-line and defensive line.
Yeah, I mean, those are 2. I mean, especially the O-line. That's obviously something that we need. I wouldn't be surprised if they also try to get a D tackle in there.
Yeah, because most of the guys that they're going to resign a defensive tackle, they're a little bit on the older side. So I can also see them. Like I said, they have a lot of ways they can go with because they're picking at the bottom of the first round. They have a lot of ways to go. You can go offensive tackle, defensive tackle, be bold and trade up to get the tight end from Oregon, like. Because you're going to have to trade up for that, because that kid's going in the top 15 for sure.
We have the 28th. 28th? Damn. You would have to really, put together a package like to move up that high. 1 second. I'm looking for some stuff. Any other huge moves that we weren't expecting? Surprised you a little bit?
As far as free agency, Not really. A lot of them were pretty expected. Shaheed getting re-signed by the Seahawks was a little surprising. But
Was
they
it?
didn't
I thought that made a lot of sense for them.
No, I'm gonna say it wasn't so. It was surprising, but not super surprising, and they didn't overpay for him.
No, not at all.
But I mean, they're gonna have to utilize him a lot more because as good dynamic as he was very underutilized.
He
I mean,
was.
they still got JSN, and they still got they had Kenneth Walker, so
Yeah, I feel like Seattle, even though I mean they ended up winning it all, it's hard to criticize them, but
yeah.
The way they play and the touches that all the players get, I feel like it is very
Anyone done a welfare check on the Jags?
okay. So that was another one. That completely slipped my mind. Etienne just completely walked.
Yeah.
And that was super surprising to me because it's like, what the hell is Jacksonville doing?
He was their best receiver and their best running back. But they, for some reason, they will play that other kid a lot more in some situations. It was bizarre. I'm like, this guy's your most dynamic player on offense.
Do you think it's some locker room stuff, or is it just something that they just figure like we don't want to pay this guy, let's just let him walk?
Probably they didn't want to pay him
because he like probably their best player last year.
Yeah, like we get a close look at him 2 times a year, and he was the majority of the offense because Trevor Lawrence would dump it off to him a lot, and they would run the ball pretty well with him.
Yeah, no, that was definitely one that stopped.
And they would stop feeding him. I'm like, I don't
really
want them to succeed in anything, but still, like, this guy's one of your better players. Like, why don't you give him the ball more? Like,
it definitely caught me off guard, and the fact that he went to the Saints.
The team you love with all your heart and soul.
Dude, fuck the Saints. But
I was waiting for it.
That's another team that just made a few like interesting moves as well. Like I guess they're just gonna just try to build around the quarterback that they got, the new kid. And I feel like Etienne. Like what does that say for Kamara? Is are they gonna try to one two punch it, or are they gonna try to trade it?
Yeah, that's what come on. Like I don't know what the plan is for him.
Because it's 18 million in cap hit, right? So like,
and no one's gonna trade for him because he is a shell of himself.
Yeah. So like, do you play him at wide receiver and you play both of them on? You put both of them on the field.
I think they're probably going to utilize him like they utilize Taysom Hill. Just have him be a gadget player.
You're gonna have him throw the ball and shit.
Maybe. No, I think they'll probably line him up in the slot, and they'll probably have him spell ETN at running back because ETN can be a bell cow.
Yeah, I mean, sure, but it's just like I don't know. They're in a weak division for sure.
It is an easily winnable division.
Yeah. But I don't know. Dude. That was an interesting one that really caught me off guard. I'm trying to look for like any other rumors.
For the ball in the red zone.
Yeah. I'm excited for Montgomery. We talked a lot about it last time. But
especially seeing the money some of these running backs are getting, like, you know what? There was again, Casario's low risk, high reward type of players. I have very high hopes for Montgomery.
Me too. And because of that mindset that Casario has, I'm wondering if he's going to make any moves in the wide receiver position, right? Because like I said, the Nico Collins, as long as he's healthy, he's like one of the best wide receivers in the league. Tank Dell coming back, we'll see what that looks like.
He's looked good in his training videos. I'll give him that. I think he needs to beef his legs up a little more, but he has looked pretty crisp as far as running routes and the twitchiness.
Yeah, no, as long as he can create separation.
I just want to see him take a hit and get up, and then okay, he's good.
Yeah, he doesn't need to be a world beater, but definitely help the offense. But I don't see this wide receiver room being like amazing. Like
unless Jaden Higgins takes a big year 2 jump.
A big leap. Something that we talked about.
Having a guy like Tank Dell, draw an extra defender is going to give him a lot of one-on-one matchups too. Because I know Tank Dell's more of an outside receiver, but if you can put him in the slot to at least draw some attention, having two guys like that are 6'4" and run 4.3s in one-on-one coverage. Like, I mean, come on.
Yeah, but you if you put him in the middle of the field, he's gonna get hit a lot.
Yeah, that's the other thing that concerns me as well. So it's gonna be interesting to see how they align these guys.
Yeah, I like him more on the outside so he can just get out of bounds and try to avoid getting run over. But
In Allen,
no,
Texas. I wouldn't be opposed.
depends on what that looks like money wise.
Yeah, I wouldn't be opposed because he's great in the slot.
Yeah, if it's cheap, sure. He's physical.
And he'd be a good mentor for the younger guys too.
Definitely. I mean, Casario, like what he did with Diggs, right? He brought him in, and he was a difference maker until he got hurt, right? And then last year, with Kirk, like when Nico went down, Kirk became like one of our better receivers, like almost overnight. So if we can get another guy to come in and just be like consistent, right? He doesn't need to be. It doesn't need to be a Jamar Chase guy that walks in and wide receiver number one. But if we can come in and just do the job and just get some crucial first downs, mentor the young guys, and just be another weapon for CJ on this offense, that would be amazing. I just don't know what that looks like. Like who could we get for cheap? Because we don't want to.
Because you also have Jalen Noel that plays in the slot as well, who should have more touches. Like there is no reason on earth that Xavier Hutchinson should get 19 targets and Jalen Noel gets single-digit looks. I'm like, this is the fastest team. I'm like, what are we doing?
Yeah. And then just the biggest question mark is still CJ. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what we do in the offseason. It doesn't matter what we do in the draft. It doesn't matter what we do in free like he's the guy with the ball in his hand. So
hopefully the new haircut gives him new instilled confidence and he's a new man.
You know what's funny? Since the haircut pictures and everything, I haven't heard jack from him.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything from him. I haven't seen a lot of people talk about him. When people talk about the Texans, I feel like they're talking more about Montgomery or talking about the defense still. Not a lot of people are talking about CJ and what he could potentially look like this year. I was looking at some quarterback rankings earlier today, and they had CJ like just outside the top 10 in one of them. Hey, listen, bro. Stupid. I don't know. It sucks that he continues to be the biggest question mark in this team offensively.
Yeah, which you really don't want from your franchise quarterback, but at the same time, like these are well-warranted questions because
and this is the contract year, right? So,
yep. I mean, they're going to give him the 5th year.
They're going to have to because otherwise,
it'll be a Kirk Cousins situation where you franchise tag him until you can't anymore.
Fuck it.
Knicks are sus.
Dude, that's the other thing, man. I remember that when that Yankees thing came out and he's like, oh, just a fashion guy. I'm like, brother.
Read the room, man. You wore a Yankees hat and then a Mariners hat. And people are like, oh, he's just wearing hats to match his outfits. There are so many other hats you could wear to match your outfit. Like,
you know how many hats are just black or like dark? Yeah. Fucking Black Sox, dude. What the fuck? The Brewers. Fucking. Even the Rockies have that ugly ass green color.
It'd be one thing, if he grew up a Yankees fan and he stays a Yankees fan, cool. He was not. He was a Dodgers fan.
Which would be sacrilegious if he were a Dodgers fan.
Oh yeah, that's unforgivable.
At that point, just trade him. Turn to the Jets. See if he likes it.
Turn to the Browns. No, but
we're just gonna dump all of our quarterbacks to the Browns. Moving forward.
That's where quarterbacks go to die. Just like receivers go to die in Tennessee.
Hey, Tennessee made a lot of moves too, man.
Yeah, they got one Dale Robinson from the Giants. It's gonna be a
Yeah.
team full of ball guys.
We need to really get our boy Sam in here. Because the Titans were another team that was making a lot of moves. One Dale Robinson. Um, they got Taylor. It's just the division is getting interesting, right? Daniel Jones, he's gonna come back next year.
No, not from an Achilles. He ain't coming back till 2027.
You think so? Like fully?
Yeah, there is no way.
Because I know they said that they were gonna let AR
find a trade partner.
So that made me believe that they were thinking he was just gonna come back. Because I highly doubt that they're gonna bring back Philip Rivers.
No, I think they're gonna have the guy that started the last game of the season for him just get some experience.
Just hold it down.
He tore his Achilles in November. You don't come back from that in 8 months. Like it took Jason Tatum, who's a far superior athlete than Daniel Jones, 10 months to come back from his Achilles injury.
Okay,
and he plays in a much difficult sport that's much, has a heavier toll on your lower appendages. So, yeah, I don't see Daniel Jones coming back this year.
Do you think the Colts make a move at all? Because even if they play the new kid, who's going to be the backup if AR leaves?
They probably draft somebody. Not high. They probably, take a guy to
the 5th round.
Yeah, either that or sign a veteran backup.
Shit. Fucking Teddy Bridgewater, bro. Bring him back.
Teddy Two Gloves.
Teddy Two Gloves. Well, yeah, but this was day one. Interesting.
Day one is the day you overpay for guys. Day two is when the smarter teams are a little bit more fiscal and look at who's going to be the best value and who can really help elevate our roster.
But you never know. There's stupidity doesn't take breaks.
Falcon.
See, and that's what I thought, dude. I thought like when I first heard
honestly,
that,
that makes a lot of sense. Go to a team that shit. It might go to the Jets or the Steelers.
The Steelers wouldn't be the worst place.
Or Cleveland because they don't have enough quarterbacks.
Is Aaron Rodgers coming back?
He's going to take his time announcing if he's going to retire, if he's going to come back. That's just one weird motherfucker. He is. Bro, I have never seen a quarterback go from being one of the most well-liked guys in the NFL to like, no one likes this dude.
The most annoying, dude. Oh, also the Bills got what's his face? The wide receiver. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, same Brandon. I'm glad they brought Ingram back. I know he struggled a little bit against the elite.
Oh, DJ Moore. DJ Moore.
Oh yeah,
I
forgot about that.
Yeah, they got DJ Moore. I don't know if it was
the Bills' problem is they need a true number one receiver. They haven't had one since Diggs left. Like I get they want to do it by committee, but as we saw in the playoffs, you need a go-to guy.
Is DJ Moore now your undisputed number one? Well, I mean, obviously, but is if you're the Bills, do you stop there? Like, oh, it's DJ Moore, that's it?
No, there's a reason he was traded from the Bears. Because he was the number one in Chicago, and then he got outplayed by the rookie they drafted last year and by Roma Dunze as well. Like,
I think that's a good move for the Bills, though.
I mean, yeah, they needed a true threat at receiver because Khalil Shakir doesn't instill fear in defensive coordinators.
Keon Coleman.
Tight ends, yeah. They're good, but like they're not, they're not prime Gronk. They're not prime Kelsey.
No, they're not even washed up Gronk. And it's I feel like they also need defense though. They need help on the defense as much as possible.
Yeah.
I feel like there's just a few pieces away to just really, really make a Super Bowl. I don't know if they can win it, but
no, I think this year was their best chance. because next year you got a lot of guys coming back, and not a lot of the teams that had injury bugs last year are going to have them again this year. So it's that this year would have been their best chance, honestly. I mean, they probably wouldn't have beaten the Seahawks. I mean, nobody was beating that team.
I feel like the Texans could have.
Yeah, if CJ inherited the power of Tom Brady, maybe.
No, I feel like the Texans win that game on defense alone.
It would have been the ugliest Super Bowl in the history of Super Bowls. It would have been like 3-0.
Is it uglier than the Patriots Rams? Was it like 6-9 or 3-9 or something stupid like that?
Yeah, that was just so hard to watch.
But I because the reason why the Patriots the Seahawks won is because Sam Darnold didn't have to do anything.
Yeah, just hand the ball to Kenneth Walker. That was
he didn't have to do anything. Exactly. So if the Texans would have forced him to throw the ball, he would have made a mistake.
But the problem is Houston's running game is not going to extend drives.
Well, you don't think Stone Cold music would have hit and Joe Mixon comes out of the tunnel?
My God, that's Stone Cold's music.
my God, it's Joe Mixon. He's back from the dead.
Joe Mixon, man.
Well, I cannot wait for the fucking.
I'm curious to see where he lands, or if he even plays again.
No, I can't wait for.
You know what's wrong with the guy?
I can't wait for the 30 for 30 fucking documentary
about Joe Mixon,
where they explain what the fuck happened.
You see, what had happened was I shot myself in the foot.
He must have, dude. He must have.
It has to have been something incredibly stupid.
He lost all 5 toes. Something must have happened.
Because I have never seen a team be this like
since the Astros.
Not even the Astros were this bad when it came to the injuries.
Dude, Kyle Tucker missed 3 months, and I never understood why.
Oh, he hurt his shin. I'm like, did he get shot in the shin?
I thought they had to do a transplant or something. I was like, what the fuck? Oh, update. It's 5-1 USA.
Yeah, I don't think Mexico's going to win this one.
Hey, it's top of the 6, man. You never know.
Yeah, anything's possible. We'll see. I just don't like. I don't want to see Aaron Judge win anything. So.
Yeah, no. I hope USA makes it all the way to the final, and then Venezuela just runs them to the ground.
Man, wouldn't that be ironic?
You know what? I'll trade a precedent for a WBC win.
I mean, seems fair.
Seems fair to me. Sign up that is our camera and our teammates.
Wow.
I don't think that even clicked in my head.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that. Sheesh.
That's a lot of. Alexa, shut the fuck up.
Oh, breaking news. Devin Lloyd signed a 3-year deal with the Panthers.
3-year deal. How much?
3 years, $45 million.
Well, damn.
No, Brian raised a good point. Signing those guys, I mean, makes those two expendable. Like I said, those will be upgrades for the Texans.
Shit, fucking.
Like I think day 2 they're going to be a little bit more active than they were today, as far as signing free agents and like their own guys.
The Panthers is another interesting team.
Because the NFC South is one of the weakest divisions in football. It's very winnable for anybody.
So, do you think Kenny Pickett goes there and starts?
No, absolutely not.
I mean, surely you could have gone a backup for less than $8 million a year.
No, I think they believe in Bryce Young. I don't see them bringing Kenny Pickett to. The problem is, as again, insurance policy. Bryce gets hurt because, as we've seen, backup quarterback is honestly one of the most important positions that can make or break your season. Like we saw with the Texans when CJ was out for those 3 games.
Yeah.
Because if they lose 3 games, they don't make the playoffs.
We went 2-1 in those 3 games, didn't we?
No, 3-0.
We won all 3 games?
The middle started, yes. The only one they lost was the one where he came in like towards halftime when CJ went down.
Hey.
He hadn't prepped all week because, he's the backup.
Very interesting for the Panthers. Like you said, it's a shit division. But Kenny Pickett, like I said, if I'm Miami, I feel like I would have taken more of a chance with Kenny Pickett. If I'm the Falcons, I would have taken Kenny Pickett.
I mean, yeah, I'm curious to see who the Dolphins get, unless they really believe in
Malik Willis, no?
Yeah.
I mean, what can the Dolphins expect to do this upcoming year? They have a new coach, new playbook. I'm sure, fucking new quarterback, new everything. Like, I don't think they have any expectations.
Just go out there and have fun.
Just go there and have fun. Like,
because
I don't even.
You're in the same division as the Bills and the Patriots.
What's happening with Tyreek?
He's a free agent.
Yeah, but like, he's still hurt, correct?
Yeah. Supposedly.
So do you think he just signs in the middle of the season with somebody?
No, I think with him, probably closer to training camp.
Where do you see him landing?
Chiefs. It just makes too much sense.
Huh. Honestly. I was thinking Diggs.
I think Diggs, it's going to depend about his legal situation. Because that boy is in a lot of trouble.
Only the
and I gotta give credit to the Texans organization for keeping Diggs like in check, because you never heard this man's name in anything when he was with Houston. As soon as he goes to the Patriots, week 1, he's on a boat with a bunch of Instagram models and pink cocaine.
Hey, listen. Listen.
Week 1.
Damn.
I mean, I'm not knocking him because, hey, if I had that kind of money, I'd be doing the same thing too.
Jesus, bro. Not the pink cocaine.
I will say that's when I first learned that there was pink cocaine.
I didn't know they had colors. I was
like, it must be a rich people thing, because I've never seen pink cocaine in my life.
That's funny. Jesus Christ. Anything else before we call it? We've been going on for
Diggs, but to be a Raider.
That'll be interesting because they do need wide receiver help for sure.
Yeah. And, Mendoza needs a reliable weapons. And,
I don't know. I was talking to a friend of mine earlier. I think it would be hella funny if the Raiders draft Mendoza and he turns out to be ass.
I mean, that would be the Raiders' look. But I think just based on how he performed in that national championship game, like,
but I mean, you've seen a lot of guys come out of college looking like hot shit and then turning out to be lukewarm shit.
I normally would agree with you. I think, because Carlos covered him a lot, so I saw a lot of him. I'm like, nah, this dude, he's the real deal.
Seems like it, for sure. The Raiders are now looking a lot better than they did
a year ago. And Geno Smith is going to sign a 4-year deal with Wendy's. Bro, so they've been beefing on Twitter. That's the funniest thing I've ever seen. He's beefing with Wendy's.
Hey, dude, Wendy's be beefing with people. It's what they do.
They're the funnest account to follow on Twitter, man. It's just
yeah. I remember when they were on a tear a few years ago, just roasting every fucking body.
I remember that. I'm like, I want to know who runs this page. Give that person a raise. They are not making enough. Whatever you're paying them, double it.
It's probably some intern, dude. Probably unpaid intern.
Whoa.
To fight you?
What is this, Waffle House?
Now I'm afraid to ask, but I will anyway. What the fuck did you do?
Yeah, Brandon, we're curious. How this isn't Waffle House. How does Wendy's want to fight you? I want to hear the story now.
You asked for a round burger? Had to stop going. I mean, I would assume that you had to stop going
3 random times
for no reason. Brandon, something's not adding up, man.
I want to know this story now.
Something's not adding up. We don't want you to incriminate yourself either. So
yeah, I am curious to hear this story. No, it's funny. The funniest thing to me, just totally off topic, was seeing these random people going to Waffle House for the first time, especially people from other countries, and leaving Google reviews about it. You're like, oh, I heard the stories about Waffle House. I went and, nothing happened. And then all of a sudden I see a giant brawl. And no one batted an eye. Like,
hey, but the pancakes were really good.
I mean, the chicken and waffles.
All right.
Nothing's better at 3 a.m. when you're drunk as fuck.
We'll be going for about an hour. Do we have anything before we call it?
Hold on. He put some comments. Let's see.
For a plain with cheese. Okay. They lost it. No. Brandon. There's no possible way that all you said is that you wanted a plain with cheese. And they squared up. There's no way.
Wow. I mean, you know what? I've met some really rude fast food workers, so I honestly can kind of believe it. Like, you ask for extra sauce, and they look at you like you stole their firstborn child. I'm like, well, look at that coming out of your face.
I can get that. I can get behind that. But you said 3 different times. So did you ask for the same shit 3 separate locations?
Was this at the same location?
Yeah,
or was
3 different Wendy's, 3 different staff members. Because now you're gonna make me go to a fucking Wendy's and ask for a plain with cheese. See what happens.
Right. Oh. You know what? That sounds like bad luck, honestly.
Years apart? Nah, Brandon. I'm sorry.
You know what? No, because one time I went to, what was it? It was Dairy Queen, one of my exes. It was in a small
Dairy
town.
Queen.
She had like every time we would go there, she would get into it. Like, the workers would get into it with her. I'm like, do you have like beef? I saw this like. She's like, no. I'm like, oh, okay, my bad.
I don't think I've stepped foot in a Dairy Queen in about 10 years.
One in Sugarland, one at Richmond, I think. Oh.
I believe the Richmond one. I can believe that.
Richmond, oh yeah, I definitely believe that.
I believe that one.
Sugarland, I've never been to the Wendy's in Sugarland, so I don't know. But the one in Richmond, oh, yeah, I believe it.
Oh, that's stupid. 10 plus years ago.
I'll be honest, I can't even remember the last time I had Wendy's. Like,
college for me. So like 10 years ago.
You know what? Surprisingly, the places in like the most rough parts of town, they have the friendliest staff.
Disagree, but
what do you mean? Like, I lived in Third Ward when I went to UH. I lived there.
There's a McDonald's right on the other side of the train or whatever by U of H. Complete ass. Nobody wants to fucking be there. None of the workers want to be there. None of the people who are eating there want to be there. Even the homeless people don't stand by the McDonald's. They go across the street.
I mean, well, back in my day, because I went to college back in 2003, they were pretty nice back then. I know you were just born,
And on that note, we're gonna end it here, guys.
Now, I appreciate your opportunity, guys. We'll be back next week, hopefully without the fat one, because fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy, fucking San Antonio, stupid ass looking ass.
Hopefully, he chokes on some horrible Tex-Mex.
But we will catch you guys again next week. Hopefully, more Texans news, more free agency signings, and we're gonna start getting ready for the draft as well.
Yeah.
So
and hopefully we can have some. I've been reaching out to prospects, so hopefully we can get some on, like we have in the last couple of years, and hear their stories and ask them the hard-hitting questions. Who is your starter Pokemon?
yeah, Jalen Coker. I'm still waiting for my jersey, man.
We all are.
All right, guys.
Peace.